This show contains adult content. I'd like to extend a warm thank you to Ariel Weiss, Suzanne Hagen, along with all of our other patrons for supporting us. You can find our Patreon page at patreon.com/soundslikeCrows. Savage Worlds and Deadlands Reloaded are owned by the Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All music on the show is written and performed by Rudy Zuniga or Levi Rojas. With all that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West. We open in the opulent chamber of Father Jeremiah, the now deceased leader of the Upright Gang. The chandelier hanging from above, covered in candles, is giving an eerie, flickering glow to the room, and that mint smell that was once pervasive in this room has now been ruined by the smell of death and the smell of gun smoke. Ellis, you're in here. Your brother is locked up in a cage. The cage that once held Mondrian has been flung wide open, long since gone, obviously. And then that old man seems undisturbed by the commotion around him, is facing the wall in his cell. What do you want to do?
I want to get Lucky the hell out of this prison.
Yeah, please, dude.
Cool. We've had you roll to punch open a cell before.
Yeah.
And I feel like, given the circumstances, no problem, baby.
Let's punch the... What?
Just punch it, dude.
Do I have to roll?
I don't think so.
Yes!
Do you rip it open? Do you punch the lock? And then do you punch the...
I say, stand back, Lucky.
Lucky's already on the other side. Farther back?
Then I'm going to punch the lock open, Caleb.
You punch it open, dude. You're in.
Sorry it took so long, Lucky.
Hey, as long as I see you here, I know shit's gonna be alright, I think.
You got everything you need?
He looks around at his dingy cell. Yeah, I think I got everything I need.
He's dead out there, you know.
He's dead.
The preacher. Harper killed him.
What?
Yeah, he shot him in the head.
No, you must have seen that wrong. Harper wouldn't do that.
Well, let's go. We got to get going.
Wait. Let's get this old geezer out first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, fuck it, dude. He's an old guy. Can't let him starve in here.
All right. I'll give it one more shot.
You jog over there, straighten yourself. I don't know what that shot looks like. I don't know how we can show Weichuge sort of helping you propel yourself, short of like showing you side by side and then squaring up and punching.
Nah, that's pretty lame.
Yeah, it seems
I don't
pretty
wanna do
cheesy.
that.
It seems pretty cheesy. So I think maybe we just get a shot.
He goes within me.
Oh.
Normally he's standing side by side.
You're right.
For a moment, he goes inside of me, Caleb.
Oh,
About time we got to this type of content.
Yeah, we can just have
How's
you punch
that
it
happen?
open. We can just have you
no,
punch
I
it
like
open.
this. I like where this is going.
Just describe how you punch this open.
Oh, I take my hand,
Mm-hmm.
I ball it into a fist,
Sure.
and I cock that fist, and I swing right at that lock,
Cool.
Wow.
and then the lock breaks.
What
Hell yeah.
the?
Wow.
And then the doors open at that
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
What do you
Wait.
think?
There's the screeching grinding of metal as it pops open, and the man does seem to barely like stir a little bit, but he's got very like this slow, almost labored breathing.
Hey there, mister.
No response.
Hey, asshole, come on. We're letting you out.
No response.
Is he dying? If he's dying, we gotta get the hell out of here.
He hasn't really done anything much for the past forever.
We gotta leave, Lucky. You remember that monster from the boat?
Yeah.
I brought it here.
You what?
I brought that here, and it's out there killing people, Lucky.
I don't even know how the fuck you could do that.
I don't want to go into detail right now, but it was not pretty.
You're probably right. Let's get the hell out of
Yeah,
here.
let's get the hell out of here. Old Boots got the boat going, hopefully.
You two run into this sort of in construction area where the gunfight went down last episode. Plenty of dead bodies laying around. Where's Harper in this situation?
Harper has holstered Lady in his loose holster at his side, and he has picked up just like a random Winchester rifle. I think as Lucky and Ellis come through the door, you can see that he's taking the leather strap that you used to hold that rifle in your back, and he's wrapping his prosthetic arm around it a few times to see if he can get it nice and tight so that maybe he can use this rifle. And he kind of looks up as his brothers come through the door.
Where are Thaddeus and Abel?
I think he's got his head closer towards the door, back the way we came. He's listening to make sure if anybody's coming our way while Ellis is in getting Lucky.
The amount of gunfire has been decreasing. as time passes.
That's probably not good.
Then I think we get a shot of Thaddeus with his shoulder pressed against the right side of the doorway, and he's sort of got his head cocked out the door, and he's been listening, hair matted with sweat, his hat been long gone, and he's still just wearing the clothes that the Cola Gang's been giving him the last week or so. And he turns back, sees Lucky. Hey, boys, I think things are moving away or dying down, but I think now is the best time we get it going.
Yeah, there's a guy in here that's not looking too good. I don't think we want to be around him.
What?
In one of these cells.
Where's the father?
Abel gestures with the shotgun in his hand and kind of points towards the body lying in the middle of the floor.
He seems much less threatening than he did before, and his face is locked in fear.
Lucky slowly walks himself all the way over. He stands over the corpse. What's it look like?
It is barely identifiable as the father you once knew. After going his transformation, his decaying corpse is now even more lifeless as it lays there. His white wispy hair is sort of mixed with the mud of the ground, and his body is contorted and like laying awkwardly on the floor.
Lucky crouches down next to him, and he takes a long moment. Hey, Thaddeus, do these things come back again?
Way says he's gone.
Yeah, these are the first two I ever seen like this, and I'm inclined to think he's gone.
Lucky still unconsciously puts his hand on his neck to check for a pulse.
I never saw anything else in the Ranger Bible, Lucky. I think that was the one shot he had, and he wasted it.
There's a long silence. Lucky stands up without saying a word.
We gotta go, Lucky.
He turns to Ellis with a big smile. Well, everyone knows the first kill's the only one that counts, right?
That's right.
And then he walks over to Harper. Hey, you got lady?
He kind of gestures down in the holster and kind of gestures his hip over so you can reach in and grab it. I think he's got his hands full.
He takes lady off of you and then a few bullets from you. And as he's reloading, he begins to spin it and then puts it in his holster.
Haven't forgot how to shoot, have you?
No, looks like you haven't either. He looks disappointedly at Harper before gesturing to the other group. All right, let's go.
Harper stands there for a moment and just looks irritated and then starts moving with the group. Boys, I think before we get out of here, we need to get our hands on some funding. We're about to be going out into California and we ain't got shit. We're going to starve out
We
there.
got time for that, Harper.
No, we got to get our gear, and if it's with any of the money they've got around here, that's a good idea. We just got to move fast.
Maybe I can come back later and grab it.
Well, we could hang out in here and just wait for that damn thing to leave, right?
That guy in there's dying.
Yeah, that thing's coming in here after him, and it'll go through us first. We need to get the hell out. We can come back. I'm fine with that once we're on a boat and the fuck out of here.
The gunfire is stopped.
Jesus.
That's probably not a good sign.
We got to get in one of these side rooms now.
You think he's coming through here? That thing?
Don't shoot at it if it does. Everybody's feeling pretty good, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm
Abel
feeling good.
looks down at the bleeding on his left shoulder. Yeah. All right, boys. Let's light out.
Sounds good to me.
Thaddeus will nod his head and sort of heft that wrench he took from earlier. And
Don't slow down for nothing till we're on that boat.
As you run along these corridors, there's that slight screaming, that slight low-grade hum on the back of your head as these ghost rock-powered lanterns hang from the walls around you. They've all got cords leading to that one generator room you saw earlier near Dr. John's office, Harper, and the wires sort of run along the top of this tunnel. It seems darker, though, than it was when you first came through here. And the whole area now, as you're running back through it, just seems morbid. There are all these bodies that you've shot dead, and then a few that you didn't kill. You're almost brought to a stop as there's a whispering groaning around the next corner in this maze of mined tunnels. It almost sounds like something's being dragged along the floor. There are a few alcoves you could pop into, or you could go around the corner.
Good God, did you guys do all this?
Some.
What's the play here?
Somebody peek. See what it is.
I'll peek. I ain't scared.
Lucky, make a fear roll. This one's at -2, I believe.
Lucky has a 5 in grit.
5.
Blows
Oh
up a
my
6.
God.
Still got it? Success?
Oh, yeah.
With a
What the
raise.
raise?
Yeah, what was
Cool.
it?
It was -3.
Yeah, easy.
You peek around the corner, and there is a man half torn apart crawling towards you on the ground. One of his eyelids is sort of like ripped up and out, so you can see the top part of his white eyeball exposed. He doesn't even have the energy to scream. He's trying to crawl forward. You can tell he is with his arms, but he's being pulled back by, you're not sure. There's a blood trail leading to him back towards the main cavern from where he came, but the blood is pouring out of him and it's pouring back towards the cavern. It's like the streams of blood coming out of his half ripped apart torso on his back are pulling him back like puppet strings.
Lucky looks back to the group with a horrified look. Jesus Christ, Ellis. What did you bring here?
The monster from the boat, I told you.
We gotta go. We gotta get out of here, but we shouldn't go this way.
There's no other way.
Yeah, this is it.
Then we run?
We run.
Jesus Christ, here we go.
Can you help us there, Thaddeus?
Not all of us, no.
I can get myself.
All right, well, which one of you then? Lucky? Harper?
Harper just shrugs. Oh, let's just go, boys.
You know, Thaddeus, it's not exactly within the realm of the rules, but if you wanted to make some sort of deal,
No,
devil.
Caleb, don't tempt him with
perhaps
this.
we could
Have you ever done that
extend
before, Thaddeus?
the amount of targets.
This would be the first time, I think.
Yeah.
Made a deal?
Target with
Make a deal with the
invisibility.
devil.
Target as many?
We could up it, certainly.
Oh, man.
Oh, invisibility? I was thinking speed.
Oh.
I could do both if
I like invisibility more.
I was definitely
We don't know
thinking
what this
speed.
thing can see, but I mean, it can teleport.
Well, I imagine if we're making a deal for invisibility, then yeah, I think Thaddeus will do it, honestly.
I think what this deal would look like would be that you'd have to get a flush.
Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds really bad. I mean, I get 5 cards on top of whatever it starts with, but
Yeah.
I just have to get all the same suit in
Yeah,
10
you can do
cards.
that. Easy.
Or get a full house.
Right. Well, what's the downside? I'd do that backlash, right?
I don't know.
Then
RP it
do
out, dude.
backlash, yeah.
Let's RP it out.
Man.
Devil and Marshall talking it out.
And if you're successful, you can cast invisibility on everyone. If you fail, it's just going to be backlash.
Just gonna be backlash.
Just backlash. What do you think?
Okay, well, who was it that looked and asked?
I did.
Thaddeus will sort of look at Ellis, a little bit of a obviously stressed look in his eyes, and he sort of shakes his head, nods, and you see it looks like a bit of iridescent sort of sand drift off the scar from his previous fall, and he makes a deal with the devil as his hand goes black.
Thaddeus, you're in a black chamber, blacker than night. You're standing on nothing, but even though you're standing on nothing, nearby is a table with an empty chair. On the other side, a familiar figure with a wide-brimmed black hat covering his eyes. But as you appear, he smiles with his long, shark-like teeth.
Thaddeus, it's been a while. What do you need this time?
Thaddeus sort of looks around as he's acquainting himself with this familiar black room.
Well, honestly, I'm a bit surprised you're here. Ezekiel, was it?
His smile gets a little bit smaller, and then he knocks up his hat with those red, beady eyes.
That's what she calls me.
Yeah, she seemed to know a lot about you. Well, he asked me what I need. We, seem to find ourselves in a similar predicament. One of yours is out here terrorizing, causing a lot of chaos, and I think that's, part of your plans, right?
Chaos. I just want to have fun.
Well, that one sure is. But in any case, I think, I've got some precious cargo with me, and we need help getting out. So I'm looking to be hidden from your there friend, so we can get on out of here.
And if I win, I get a little piece of a crow.
Well, I suppose you can get just a little bit more.
You know, seems like you crows hand this out like candy. How long's it been down there?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I know that if I don't do it this way, you're just gonna take all of us at once. So, I suppose on my terms it's better than yours.
Yeah. Better me than him. Take a seat.
Yeah, alright.
And Thaddeus will step on up.
You start to play in this game with him, going back and forth. You got your first 5 of 10 cards.
How you feeling about these stakes? I think I might raise.
Oh yeah, what do you think you've got?
More time than you have.
Yeah, if you're raising the stakes though, what are you gonna give me?
You gave me the jackalope last time. You want to give me a different brother?
Oh, fuck that, dude. He's not part of my canon.
Yeah, dude.
What happened between me and Wei was between me and Wei.
Absolutely. We're on the same page.
Well, no, honestly, I don't want to wager that. It's going to counter to my whole plan here. What is it? What are you adding to this pot here?
Just trying to see what I can get, Crow. I call.
Yeah, well, all you're going to get is beat, Zeke.
No, you're a lying crow, just like your pa.
Yeah, well, I'm still here, so guess I got a little something different than him. I'll take your bet. Show him.
He flips his cards, 3 of a kind.
2s.
Well,
Thaddeus is doing this off of 10 cards. Right?
Yes.
right.
Yeah. And he needs a flush or higher. I'm leaving this whole silence in.
The cards aren't going to change, Marshall.
I know, but I'm trying to find anything else other than the hand that I've got.
Oh, we're fucked.
Somebody in this room said this was going to happen.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait a minute.
We
Wait a
all knew
minute.
this was going to happen, dude. This is his choice.
Yeah, well, I've got a flush.
Oh, there it is.
But it's got a joker in it.
It sure does have a joker in it.
What does that mean?
I looked for a full house in here. I looked
I
for a
believe
straight.
that means
Looked for 4 of a
that
kind.
everyone gets invisibility, but he suffers backlash.
Oh, shit.
Oh, why is the Joker bad?
Because it means that I win,
At a
but
cost.
the devil gets little too.
The devil always gets a little bit when the Joker's involved. Damn.
So then you get it, and we roll on this. You want to roll this, Thaddeus?
I do. I might as well.
Okay. All right. So low is kind of better.
Yeah, it's always a little better. 20's not a heart attack, right?
What are you rolling?
No, I would say it's worse.
Worse than a heart attack? Yeah, okay.
I would say so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe you.
Jesus.
Hey.
It's not low. It's 15.
Not a 20.
Not a 20. It's a 15.
Make a smarts roll that you do not want to fail.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
He's got good smarts. It's like a
I did
D10.
just up my smarts recently, guys. So,
Smart boy.
There you go.
hey,
See?
Oh,
my smarts
nice.
blows up
No problem.
to
18.
an 18.
Sweet.
Wow. Okay, well then let's just say that this dementia. So first of all, you succeeded. So this dementia is not permanent. It's normally 1d6 days, but since you got so many raises, let's make it 1d3 days. So roll a d6.
Well, that doesn't make it a whole lot better, but
Hey, nice.
So one day. One
I
day.
like this.
And now roll a d20 for the dementia table, which normally mad scientists roll on.
Cool.
Lucky
D20 you said?
Just roll on
D20.
all the tables.
That's a 13, sir.
Lucky number 13.
Yeah.
Phobia.
Oh, here it is.
You
For
can't
one
avoid
day.
them.
For
I'm
one
just
day.
always scared, man.
I mean, is this even worthy playing out?
Do you want me to reroll for something different? Since I always have phobias?
Make him have phobia of Lucky in particular.
Yeah, like you develop a strange fear of something completely irrational and unrelated to your inventions.
Something completely random.
He gains a major phobia when in the presence of the object. Like it's not going to come up for the next day, whatever it is. So it sounds like you get off scot-free, is what it sounds
Nice.
Yeah, I'll take the luckiest rolling sequence ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
for real.
really
Good work,
impressive.
dude.
I have to eat my words because it worked out.
Worked
man.
out.
Yeah.
Easy peas.
So we're invisible.
Fuck you, crow.
And you're back, and you can't see anyone around you.
Can we see him?
No.
Can I see myself?
It's either TV rules and you can, or
I say no.
I say no. Let's figure out how to describe everything without describing anything.
Well, now we're just talking like we do now. We just don't describe our own voices and shit,
Yep.
I guess, right?
Whoa. Harp?
Hey, settle down. Settle down. Holy shit. Hey.
You made us invisible.
Where are you guys?
We're in the same spot you were just a second ago. Nobody's moved yet unless you know you moved.
Fucking Thaddeus, is this your magic?
Listen, you want to get out of here? I figure this will make it easier.
Who was in front?
Should we hold hands?
Wait, I was in front, right?
Lucky
Shit,
was
where are
in
you
front.
guys?
Lucky was in front. He was the one who took a look.
Here,
All right.
touch my hand. Oh shit, you guys can't see my hand.
All right, just
you-
move up against the wall on the far side, and we'll just move down that way.
I hope this works.
Yeah.
God, Daddy, it's about time you did something with this.
Wait, who's touching me?
That's me. Just keep going. Come on.
Move quiet. Quiet.
The camera follows this low tracking shot, and it's clear that someone should be there with the way the framing is set up. And in the foreground, the camera strolls past that man that's dying on the ground, those strings of blood coming off of him, catching the green light and then flowing on the ground towards the main chamber. You guys press past some of the side rooms where there are sort of like people huddled in corners waiting for whatever this is to pass. Who is in the front?
Me.
Lucky, as you guys get closer to the main chamber, there is a unnaturally thick black fog that hangs in this room. The sunlight spilling from outside is diffused before it hits you. The entire room has an eerie quality to it. Things are a bit too sharp, and there are no shadows here. Blood is running from bodies that are on the ground, being pulled from the hallway you're in into the air and floating like strings of spider silk into the main chamber, flowing into the fog. As you come near the entrance, a black shape forms out of the fog, the long, spindly neck of Morbo, and attached to it, his smiling eyes. No mouth, no nose, no ears, just the thick, slimy skin, blacker than night. It almost looks like he's looking at you as his head comes out of the fog and his body follows 12 feet behind, his long, spindly, needle-like arms almost holding himself up in a cat-like position. And as he crawls along the ground, his chest is still 4 feet above the ground. The scale of this thing is truly monstrous. And around him are these strings of blood coming from these dying figures. And as he walks, it's so slow, so careless where he puts the needles into these people. The shot we see is a close-up of this woman that's trying to crawl away as just this finger, this needle-like appendage, breaks through the back of her skull and exits through the front of her eye, shutting her up instantly as she falls silent. As the thing continues on, it moves to within about a foot of you. Everybody make a fear roll. And before you roll, I believe that this is at -5.
I'm going to use a Benny.
Makes sense.
I'm going to use another Benny.
Exactly pass.
Pass.
Pass from everybody.
With a raise.
With a raise.
There's a shot where its eyes look at you, Lucky. And it's like point of view from you. You can see it staring into your soul. And then we cut to a wide of the hallway, and his head moves away on that almost snake-like neck, and he starts to crawl down the passage past you towards that dying man with the string of blood. A few seconds later, the string of blood falls from the air and splashes to the ground as he pushes his fingers through the man's heart. And he moves down towards where the father was.
Let's keep going.
Are we in the main hall?
You're very close to the main chamber. You're about 10 feet away.
Do we see any boats or anything like that?
They are all deathly still in the harbor.
Wait, which one's Old Boots? Did he get his boat here?
It's the small one. It's that one over there.
All right, let's go.
We start moving over towards Old Boots' boat.
There's an eerie silence as you guys approach the boat and hear sort of this low-grade burning as you realize one of the two engines, the conjoined hybrid engines of Old Boots' boat, is running.
You boys get on. I'll open the gate.
And everybody sort of becomes visible as the magic runs out for Thaddeus.
You good, Thaddeus?
Oh, holy shit. No. Oh, I've never done it like that before. No. Come on, we gotta get on the boat.
Hey, it worked out real good. Thanks, buddy.
Thank me later. Come on.
I think the boys jump under the boat, right?
Climbing on up, clad in black and white robes, guns held in hands, strapped to prosthetic arms.
As you jump on, the boat sort of rocks, and you look around. This thick black fog is only lit up by the small fire inside one of the furnaces. And you look around, and as your eyes sort of adjust to the dark, near the front of the boat looks like a black, charred shape, like a burnt corpse. You're about 8 feet away from it. He's holding 2 shotguns, one in each hand.
Abel hustles on over.
As you get closer, you realize that he's not burnt. He's covered in a fine layer of like ash that has a slight green metallic glimmer to it. And as you come closer, Old Boots' eyes pop open, and he puts a finger to his lips.
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch. Old boot.
He's a sneaky
Old
son of a
Boots
bitch.
He did the Predator, dude. That's what he did.
Abel responds and ducks down below the edge of the ship and like raises a questioning eyebrow and starts to like point his finger slowly around in a circle, waiting for a nod to tell him where the bad guys are.
Old Boot just leans closer into your ear, and his normal jovial tone is noticeably absent as he says, "They're all dead. Everyone's dead here."
That's right. So let's get out before we get dead.
"Oh, Old Boot can fire up this boat anytime you need it there, Abel, but we gotta get that gate open, because once I let this baby loose, she's gonna go a-burning, and that thing's gonna come a-coming."
What do we have to do to open the gate, Caleb? It's just a lever, right?
Yeah, it's just a lever.
I'm going to pull the lever, yeah.
As you pull the lever, there's like a screeching, grinding sound as the gate starts to open, breaking this eerie silence. And Old Boot goes, "Whoa, shit, time to go there, boys." And he jumps over and he grabs this like long stick, puts it under the pilot light from one of the furnaces, lights the other one, and then immediately you can start to hear that low hum of ghost rock build up as he motions towards the rope that's holding this ship to the dock. "Somebody get that rope there, boys."
Lucky looks back at the carnage in the main hall of the blood trailing back into the room with the father inside. "No, this doesn't feel right. We can't leave all these other people here."
They're long dead, Lucky. And Harper starts trying to get the rope undone.
"No, we saw him while we were walking back.
Abel joins him on the rope.
You came back for me."
Harper's right, Lucky.
Harper and Abel drop the rope to the deck of the boat and both look towards Lucky and kind of crouch down.
"Harp? We're just gonna let these people die? You saw what happened to those guys back there."
The boat fires up with a scream.
Harper just stares into Lucky's eyes for a second and then sits down on the boat.
"What's happened to you, man?"
He just stares off into the distance as the boat starts moving its way out of the cave.
Lucky, it's like Ellis said. If they don't fight him, it won't kill them. If they're not already injured, they'll be all right. They'll escape just like we have. They just don't have a boat. We can't afford to wait here. Not if Abel's lying about that arm.
Can you honestly say that those guys are gonna be okay back there? They were slaves.
I can't say we're gonna be okay, honestly. But this is our chance.
We ain't the good guys, Lucky.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to be the good guy, Harper. Lucky jumps off the boat.
"Get your brother, boys. We gotta be getting out of here."
Jesus Christ.
Lucky, come on. This ain't time to play. We'll come back.
How far am I from, land?
Yeah, you can jump in, and honestly, you're already there. You can start to climb up.
Lucky's gonna sprint towards that area where we saw those people.
Lucky, you stupid son of a bitch! And Harper drops the gun on the ground and jumps into the water after him.
Lucky, yeah, you jump up and you start running through this fog. Most of those strands of blood aren't hanging in the air anymore, and this whole ground is just sort of slippery slick as you run on it, and you make your way into that tunnel. What are you looking for specifically?
That one corner that we saw the people huddled.
You run into the office of...
Can I roll stealth too?
Yeah, roll it. Probably a -2 because of the speed you're booking it at. Those are before, though.
Pass.
You run into the tunnel. There's like a wide shot of Harper running behind you, although we can barely see him in the black, thick fog. And you turn that corner into sort of what looks to be a bunch of beds set up. Quite a few people dead or dying on them, and then 3 people are huddled in the corner. There's a young woman, probably in her 20s, has got black robes on. And then there's like a man in his 50s, sort of looks like a weathered face, a miner's cap on. And then the last person is, although you don't recognize him, Dr. John.
Lucky creeps as slowly as possible, but still trying to maintain as much haste as humanly capable. "Hey, we gotta go. We got a boat. Come on."
Dr. John looks up to you and then looks down to these people. "There's too many people here. I can't move them all. These beds don't move by themselves."
How many people are in there?
About 6 people in beds, and then the 2 people huddled in the corner with him.
None of them can walk?
Lucky.
"I suppose a few of them could, but you think they could make it past that carnage?"
I mean, Jesus. It's better than leaving them here. and we can't make another trip.
I'm not leaving them here.
Harper starts making his way around the corner and kind of creeps his way up next to you.
That woman stands up. Hey, I'll go with.
Shh,
We're leaving.
quiet.
We're leaving. I'll come with you right now. She's got this fierce look with her hazel eyes.
Well, if you're coming with, you have to at least grab 1 or 2 people. Put them on your shoulders, or at least help them limp out.
Okay, I'll grab somebody. Dr. John, who's the best? I suppose Draper. Grab him. And she points to him. And then she starts to move and starts to pull a guy out of his bed.
All right, so there's 5 more.
Yeah.
I can try and take 2.
As you say that, Lucky, we cut back to the boat. Old Boot has kind of let off the throttle, and the boat's sort of like idling, drifting towards the open gate and towards freedom as Jack stands on the shore nearby.
Where the fuck are they going?
I don't know. Shit, back down the other side. We saw some guys earlier.
I'm going after them.
Hurry up.
Hold the boat, but hurry.
And Ellis, you set off running?
Yep.
Abel has the boat like roped back to the dock, but I'd like to like rope it so that Boot can spin up the engines and kind of have it like lightly pushing against the rope so we can just chop that shit and go without spin up time.
Yeah, no problem. He's an expert seaman. He does that no problem.
Here, give me one of them shotguns so you can keep your hands on the wheel.
He drops it to the ground and then kicks it behind him with his boot.
And then he'll pick it up and then head back to the other end of the boat next to the rope with Abel.
Harper, you enter into Dr. John's office where there's a woman helping like a injured patient limp. You see Dr. John sort of arguing with Lucky in the corner.
Harper just moves over. There's just a moment where he's just pissed off. He's just so fucking mad. He's looking over this just like room full of injured and sick people. He glances over at Lucky and watches him argue for a moment and then just moves over to a bed. It looks like somebody who can't walk, and he kind of like grabs him by the collar and like pulls him up and gets him into like a fireman's carry over his shoulder, and then moves towards Lucky and just says, "Are we fucking doing this or are we doing this?
Yeah, we're doing it, Harper. Go.
Well then pick a body and let's go." And Harper just starts making his way down
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh, thank God you're here. Grab a person. Let's go.
doing a fucking rescue mission apparently.
What
In
the
fact,
hell?
grab 2 if you can.
How many can I grab?
He could grab 2, yeah.
I'll grab 2.
I guess Dr. John will grab one and help him limp, seeing as most of his patients are leaving.
And then I'll grab the last.
You guys grab them, and there's a tense moment as you like walk out into the corridor with this dead body out there. And then there is a rush of air from behind you down the hallway. As your eyes glance back, you see the now squat, short figure of Morbo Mimosa. His neck has retracted into this thick mess that is barely distinguishable from his head with those 2 wet, round, smiling eyes. His eyes seem to smile a little bit wider than usual. He reaches out with his arms, and they start to extend towards the group. We're going to deal initiative. Harper, 4 of diamonds.
Hit me.
Ace of hearts.
Way better.
Ellis, King of hearts. Lucky, 7 of hearts. Can do people, Dr. John, and Morbo. So Morbo gets an ace of diamonds.
Oh no.
The other 2 don't matter because they're
Harper's still
lower.
first.
Harper's still first.
Harper is staring this thing in the face. It's moving inches and inches closer to him. And there's just a moment where he looks back at his brothers and he looks back at Dr. John and all these wounded people. And then he glances back up at this creature and he just kind of gently lays the person that he's holding on the ground in front of him, between him and the monster. And he starts inching backwards, step by step by step. Move quietly, but quick.
Harper, what the fuck are you up to, man?
I'm saving our goddamn skins, Lucky.
It's going after dying people, Lucky.
So we're sacrificing him?
He appears next to the body on the ground, and there's a rush of air towards you. His fingers splay out instantly, stabbing into the person on the ground. He does have to make an attack roll, but I mean...
He could miss.
Yeah, what if he gets double ones? Nope.
So he's rolling 2d10 plus his 1d6 from the race. So he did 10 damage. The man is instantly dead. As he splays him out down on the ground, his smiling eyes look up towards the rest of the party.
How much movement would it take to get back to the boat?
60 squares.
How many squares can we move?
6.
6.
So we're 10 turns
Maybe we can
away.
run too.
Can we run with these?
No,
Carrying these
probably
people?
not.
You cannot, no.
I'm sorry, Lucky. We've got to go. And I throw down the 2 bodies, or the 2 people,
And run.
towards Lucky.
Dr. John looks to you with pleading eyes. Lucky.
We could have stayed there. Why did you come for us?
I'm just trying to save you. I'm trying to save all you guys.
He would have found you.
Then fucking help.
And he keeps pulling these people, and they keep sort of moving down the hallway, but there's no way they're going to be fast enough.
Caleb, can I flip a Providence chip?
What would you like?
I would like Cola Kid to appear.
Jesus Christ.
Do it.
Safe, easy.
Where and how does he appear?
I would like him to just kind of come from, I don't know how this is possible, but come from the father's direction.
Oh, like maybe he was just hiding in there the whole time.
Or like he
something.
just discovered the body or something like that. And now he's like...
So in that case, Dr. John is a little bit behind you, Lucky, and as you're looking at him, Morbo's behind him. And then enter frame out of focus way down the hall is the Cola Kid. And as you look up to him, he comes into focus. He's got tears streaming down his face. He doesn't have a hat anymore. Just sort of his loose hair, muddy and full of blood hanging around him. And he's holding a gun in each hand. Still your turn, Lucky.
All right, well, this actually might be a good thing. Maybe he'll draw some attention. Take the guys, keep going.
I mean, they're just going, I think.
Yeah,
Go
we're
for
just
it.
Yeah,
running.
I'm also just going to be going, but I'm carrying this guy.
Yeah, Harper just turns and starts running. I mean, he's not helping John with that guy.
You're not turning around?
Ellis is staying next to Lucky.
So you move 6 inches, yeah?
Yeah. Ellis, come on. Grab those two guys. Maybe he'll come after the Cola Kid. This is our break.
If we take him with us, Lucky, they're going to follow us onto the boat.
We can't leave him.
We have to.
Let's at least try.
Harper, Queen of Diamonds. Ellis, 9 of Hearts. Lucky, 3 of Hearts. The Doctor and the rest of the people get a 6 of Clubs. Cola Kid gets a 6 of Hearts. And Morbo gets a 10 of Clubs. Harper, you're up first again. You running?
Yeah, I mean, Harper's gonna stay with Lucky and Ellis, but he's running.
If you're going to stay long, at least pick up someone.
He hesitates, glares at Lucky, and just ain't nobody to grab, Lucky. And he just keeps running.
Then fucking help me with him.
Morbo goes. He moves towards the next person. Blows it up. Hits easily. Dead. I think this person, he just gets through the neck and then extends his fingers until they rip apart, and then you hear the snapping, and then blood starts gushing out as the body drops down dead to the ground. Ellis.
Listen, Lucky, I'll take the body if you just run.
I can't leave him back here. I got to help you.
Lucky, none of these people will do this for you. You're the only good people left in this world, Lucky. And that's why you have to leave him. Because if we take him with us, you're dead. And all of this is for nothing.
I'm not dying for nothing.
I want to spend a Benny. Let's make it to Benny roll, Ellis. I'm going to re-roll that. I got a 12 on a 12. Blew it up into a 16.
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
Nope, that's it. I give up.
I'm not dying because of your dumbass brother.
Ellis, why don't you go ahead and attack Lucky with a non-lethal frenzy wild attack.
Yeah, that's a
Hit with the raise.
14.
Yeah, it's still okay.
20 damage.
My toughness is 5.
3 raises.
3 raises?
I think.
Oh shit! You say frenzy?
Yeah.
My bad.
God.
Just re-roll one more of these.
Cool.
20 from one and
Blows up a 12 on the other. Blows up a 12 again. So this is 24 damage
25
on
plus
one
12.
die.
No, 25 plus 12, so 37. 41 plus 3, 44.
All right, so my toughness is still a 5. All right, well, my first instinct was to soak this, but...
Here's the thing. Wade Shuge, you and him are sort of buddies, Ellis. You
More so than before, for
more
sure.
so than before, you figured out some sort of deal. This definitely caught you by surprise. He just took it out of nowhere. Your arm just extended, and even though he knows he can't kill your brother without you trying to end your own life or something, he's just trying to knock him out, but he's so goddamn angry, and you did 41 damage. So I'll let you pick.
No.
What permanent, but not mechanically inhibiting scar will Lucky be left with?
I get a pick?
As long as it's visible.
I hope you're okay with this.
Dude, yeah, it's yours.
His nose is completely busted up. They're going to have to put it back together.
Ouch.
But with the doctors, at this time, it's going to be all crooked. Like Owen Wilson's
Yeah.
nose.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna give him
Don't you
Owen
dare.
Wilson.
Don't you dare make me a joke character, you fuck.
Well, what else would you want? I
No,
can't
that's
knock
fine.
out
No,
your
it's
teeth.
good. It's
I
good.
can't
No, it's
fucking
good.
punch your
I
eyes
like
out.
it, yeah. It's right on display, too.
I think it'll be cool.
So with that, you just cold clock Lucky in the face. The hand goes forward, clocks him, his head's falling backwards, and then Uechuge in your body grabs like the scruff of his collar and then just rips him over your shoulders and then starts taking off back towards the port. We're going to drop out of initiative, I think. There are 7 people that he's going to have to kill before he comes after the rest of you. So all I want you to do is make some athletics rolls for me.
Oh, no.
For this running bit.
How long am I out for?
I think until they wake you up, or 3 hours.
Well, see you guys on the other side.
Yep.
That's a pass, Caleb.
I got 10.
Lucky! Lucky, come back, you son of a bitch! We were brothers! Brothers!
Abel, you've just been staring at that hallway this whole time. There's now gunfire that's going off and the screams of the Cola kid yelling at you guys to come back as he like fires into this thing. And Abel, you're just watching that corridor waiting for your brothers to reappear. And then sure enough they do. However, one of them looks injured because he's over Ellis's shoulder.
Is anybody else with us?
I mean, if you're running, if it's Abel...
Doctor's not going to come?
No, I mean, he's trying to help the people, you know? If he was willing to die with him there, he's willing to die with him in the hallway. He's a man of faith.
What about that one girl?
Yeah, woman.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm going to make an athletics roll for her. At this point, she's not a wild card, she's an extra. So this is a D6. She's got a 50-50 chance of life on a 4-up. Hazel-eyed woman, here we go.
She's good.
She blows up a 6 into a 7. Shortly after your brothers appear, the hazel-eyed woman follows close behind, looking scared and tortured, looking behind her, and then she's following your brothers towards the boat.
Despite his best efforts to remain calm, Abel rises up onto his toes, trying to see more as they come running around that corner. And it's with some relief in his, some evident relief that he sees all of them coming. And then that starts to be replaced by worry when he realizes that Lucky is being carried by Ellis. But he still gets ready to slip the rope.
You guys run towards the boat and jump on. The gunfire has stopped since about 5 seconds ago. And you give nervous looks backwards as Old Boot fires up the furnaces into high gear. And Abel, do you cut the rope?
Yeah, like as soon as they're on, it'll be faster than untying it, I think, with the pressure that's on it. Yeah. He's got a knife ready or axe ready or whatever.
There's a pop and a snap as the whole thing lurches forward. And there's a shot where the camera is in front of the boat, in front of the bow, looking back at the top of the deck and this massive, empty, dead cavern behind you all. And there's this eerie stillness with just the ghost rock screaming next to the coal. The echo fades away as the ship pulls out into the sunlight of the Great Maze. Thank you for listening to Sounds Like Crows. If you like the show, the best thing you can do for us is tell a friend about us or leave us a rating and a review on iTunes. Thaddeus Crow was played by Marshall Sims, who can be found on Twitter at Mr. Malicious1. Abel Crow is played by Isaac Sunstead, at Abel the Crow. Ellis Crow is played by Alex Horrell, at Alex Horrell. Lucky was portrayed by Cameron Day, who can be found on our patron-exclusive Discord server. Harper Crow was played by Cameron Reed, at CJReed211. I'm Caleb Sunstead, your host and game master, and I can be found on Twitter at MarshallCaleb. See you next Monday.
Holy shit.
What?
Boys.
What?
Boys, I found another one.
Another what?
Listen, Listen, I was digging through Lucky's bag earlier.
Wait, what?
I told you to quit doing
No,
that.
no,
You're
listen,
gonna find
listen,
something in
it's
there
fine,
you don't
it's
want to
fine.
see, Thaddeus.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
You're gonna find something you don't want to feel.
Well, I ain't too concerned about that. But anyway, I got another one from that
'cause you
Dr.
ain't felt
Dietrich
it yet.
Kaiser.
Another letter?
Yeah.
Is there pictures this time?
Now, let's see. They talk about how to wire colleagues and...
Is there
second
pictures?
place. Here, let me take a look, friend. I have taken your questions and requests into consideration with much excitement. Oh.
Is there pictures?
The pictures are separate from the words, Thaddeus.
No, I know. I'm looking through here, and it didn't look like they had any attached.
Son of a bitch.
Enclosed, as
Send it
always.
back.
No.
Fucking
Hold
Daryl,
on,
can we
hold on,
send
hold
this
on.
back?
Listen here. No,
I
I
can
found
send
them.
anything
I
back.
found them. All right. Look,
there's
it
pictures?
seems like they got a photograph of an anaconda.
Let me see.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Give me here.
They did not find a goddamn anaconda.
Thaddeus produces a photograph of what we assume may be an anaconda measuring 134 feet long.
134 feet long?
And this letter here says that it weighs exactly 4,557 pounds.
Well, now that you spoiled the ending, why don't we read the whole letter?
No, I'm just saying that's
all there
the
is?
context.
We're setting
picture
the
of an
stakes,
anaconda?
the table
First
stakes,
of all,
Daryl.
they say, on the topic of snakes that didn't get chosen, I have to admit that for first place, an honorable mention was the inland taipan.
Yeah.
Okay, the most venomous snake in the world, as is most toxic venom of any snake. For one bite has enough venom to kill over 100 men.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, no, okay. Standard fare. My reason for choosing the black mamba instead of the inland taipan was aggression. The inland taipan is placid and shy in comparison and rarely encountered despite having the nickname Fierce Snake.
It's got a nickname, Fierce Snake, and he's saying it's flaccid.
Well, it's,
No, he was talking about the mamba.
I don't know. I'm a fan of the good old American rattler, and Abel holds up his like hand in the firelight.
Yeah. And he said that the taipan...
No. It was talking about the taipan being the Fierce Snake.
They call it the fierce snake, and it's not.
They call it the
Exactly.
Fierce Snake. It's kind of like
Now
with
you get
Iceland and Greenland, where Greenland is actually pretty icy, and Iceland's got a bunch of...
Get back to the
Okay,
snakes.
talking about.
Listen, my second and third place choices were the Australian brown snake, being the most venomous, and the saw-scaled viper, having a higher kill count than all other African venomous snakes combined, perhaps being the most harmful to humans. Sure, on the topic of largest scorpion, it's the emperor scorpion at 9 inches. And you had a
That's a
question?
big scorpion.
That's what I say. That's about as big as my hand. And you had a question briefly about the largest spider. That's the huntsman spider at 11 to 12 inches. Well, that's just...
That's ridiculous.
That's extra. We don't... That was
Can't
just...
we please, for the love of God, get through one goddamn letter without a fucking interruption from you boys? Is that possible?
Lucky. Can you slap the stupid out of his mouth?
Lucky strolls up from behind. What was that? I was taking a shit.
You are always shitting. Lucky.
Daryl's off his
I got a
meds
shit.
again.
What are you talking about?
Listen, Daryl's getting all upset because we're here looking at another one of these letters from that Dr. Dietrich trying to back you up on
No.
scorpions and snakes.
He's upset because we're out of coca leaves.
It's every letter. Every goddamn letter we open, we can't get through the goddamn text of the subject matter without you interjecting with some dumb fuck bullshittery
Lucky
crap.
gets-
bullshit.
Sorry, you
Hey,
don't
Daryl,
have a
listen.
family to talk
Sometimes a
over
man's
letters
got
with,
thoughts
Daryl.
about what he's reading, and sometimes you got to express them thoughts to the group you're with.
Daryl, just a couple more days, we'll be down south of the border.
Can't even believe.
We'll get you those coca leaves. You'll be fine.
I need it bad, Ellis.
Lucky gets so close up to Daryl, and he looks him straight in the eyes, and he says, "If you fucking interrupt one more time, Daryl, I'm gonna rip your eyeballs out and stuff them down your goddamn throat."
Hey, Lucky, take it easy now.
No,
Now,
dude, I'm
listen.
tired of him interrupting
No, listen,
Thaddeus. He's
I-
just trying to read the letters,
I
okay?
understand, all right? I understand where y'all are coming from.
Hey, thank
I
you,
understand
Lucky.
looking over at Daryl and wanting to reach over and slap him in the back of his stupid head, or wanting to, just reach down and break one of his little fucking fingers, or wanting to poke him right in his beady little eyes.
I'm trying to get
Daryl,
along with you,
I
Daryl.
hate you so much, Daryl.
Here's
Oh,
what
I hate you so
Here's
much,
what
Daryl.
I think. I think we've been negotiating. We've been talking about who's gonna win between a snake and a scorpion. Well, how about Daryl versus Lucky? The fucking
waiting for you to say this for a while.
We got ourselves a duel, boy.
Boy, wait a minute. Where's the camera?
This will be impressive.
Where's that fucking camera?
We don't need the camera.
They didn't send one.
We don't need the camera. Shut the fuck up,
I
Harvey.
just want a memory of this.
Yeah.
that's
Lucky
all.
begins
I want
unbuttoning his
pictures.
shirt. You want to go, little boy? Let's go.
Oh, I'll go, baby.
We Which one of you is the scorpion? Which one of you is the snake?
You like that? You like that, girl?
Shit, boys, they're really going at it.
Your fucking mouth.
Lucky, aim for the eye.
Are they
Get him
fighting?
in his beady head. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Holy shit, boys.
Hold up.
All right, time out.
You boys are terrible
Daryl's
at
calling
this.
a truce.
Without a gun, you guys are shit.
Yeah, you just thought they would have learned at least something from
Abel,
you.
did you see that form? Terrible.
I
form.
did. I was very disappointed.
Well, fuck you,
How,
Abel. I don't
how
give
do
a
you feel?
shit.
You feel better now?
No, not in you, Lucky. You're my brother. Whatever you do is perfect and beautiful and all right.
That's true.
I
That's true.
agree.
All right,
I
thank
second
you.
That's
that
right.
motion.
That's right.
I third it. Cheers to Lucky.
Listen, boys, I'm sorry about that. Daryl needs his coca.
Yeah, we'll get you your coca, Daryl. All right. Just a couple more days. We'll be down there. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Daryl, I was trying to defend you, but you make me so
calm
goddamn
down.
mad.
I know. I make everybody mad.
What were
you
we
gotta
doing,
calm
boys?
down.
What were we doing?
Reading a letter about
Yeah,
some
we were talking
Discussing
about-
a 134-foot anaconda.
We were discussing venoms versus
I'm out.
constrictors, and, well, as you can tell, Daryl's feeling a little bit of that venom today. But, I mean, if a constrictor like that anaconda exists,
no scorpion
All
in the
he's
world's
got
gonna
to do
beat
is
that.
thrash
shit.
around.
Yeah, shit, Lucky, I think you're right.
Well, what animal can beat that?
They're unbeatable.
There's got to be something out there in the oceans.
You got yourself all kinds of animals that can
What's
beat
out
that.
there in the
Another
oceans?
snake could beat
I
that.
heard there was a
Well,
beast
that's stupid.
up there in the north above the English.
Yeah.
Up there in their locks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they call it Nessie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I bet that could beat a constrictor snake easy.
No way. That
Easy.
thing's been hiding for years. It's a pansy
I
beast.
know, you take one from the north up there in Loch Ness, and you
No,
take the anacondas
that
from down
thing's been
south.
hiding.
I
in-
thought
put 'em
Orson
together.
said he
Wait.
tried to hunt that one time, didn't he?
Yeah, Orson couldn't get it. It was
Orson's a
hiding from him.
lying piece of shit.
Yeah, I bet if we really put the
Orson's
screws
a
to
bad
that guy.
shot too.
Yeah,
so.
he's surprisingly a bad shot. He carries around that big old
fucking-
rifle.
Don't talk about Orson ever again.
I actually
Orson-
hated Orson. I always did.
Everybody hates Orson.
Yeah, I'm glad he died.
The point
We
of
are
it,
on the
this
same
head.
page
but
tonight, boys.
we're on a good road here, Daryl, with this Loch Ness monster.
No, the Loch Ness monster can't do it. If
It
we're looking,
absolutely could.
Fuck you.
there ain't no way.
I tell you boys what.
Yeah.
You give me some coca, Ellis,
Yeah.
and we'll put up Daryl versus Loch Ness, baby.
I like this
Now
now.
that sounds real good, but we gotta find the Loch
first we gotta
Ness
write back
monster.
to
Yeah, I
this
remember
doctor.
something like that.
Let's write back Dietrich. What's his name?
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Kaiser. Let's write him back
Kaiser.
and tell him I'm gonna punch him with his goddamn face.
Hey, you know what, Daryl?
Daryl,
Maybe let me
bring
write
it
that
down.
letter back.
Yeah, Derek, I really need you to take it down 2 or 3
He's
levels.
gotta get his coca, boys.
Well, we
Lucky's
ain't-
oiling
just
up
gotta
in the
get his
background. Lucky's
There's a
rubbing
blue one.
oil all over himself in the background.
Wait, Lucky.
Dear.
Something smells weird. Huh? Lucky. Is this shit on my face, Lucky?
Oh.
Did you
Yeah.
wipe, Lucky?
And I'm about to open up another can of whoop ass, Daryl. Why don't you get ready for round 2, little
bit of-
bitch?
Daryl, you ain't got a chance once he's oiled
He
up.
used to do
He
that all
can't
the
be
time,
stopped. It's a
Daryl.
secret trick. Once he's oiled up, you can't beat him.
Tell you what.
It's impossible,
I'm gonna
Daryl.
give you a taste of your own medicine.
No, my God.
God, come on. Is it the lowbrow humor we're aiming for?
Is this what you wanted, fans?
All right, well,
Christ.
Lucky lunges.
Yeah, GG.
And
Get that. We gotta write this letter, though.
Letter to Lucky.
All right, Lucky. Let's go, you son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
Dear Kaiser, we really appreciate everything you've done for us so far regarding the snakes and the scorpions. But after the last picture you sent us of that ungodly snake, our next question is there a beast alive that could beat it in a fight? We reckon that there's something up there in Scotland or Ireland or something. What was it, Mark? Hey, what was it, Thaddeus there?
Hey, I was talking about Loch Ness monsters.
Up in the, where is it?
Scotland, yeah.
Up in Scotland, we reckon there might be a creature worthy of fighting
This fight is going on for so long.
such a monster. It is called the Loch Ness. If you would please track down this beast and have it
Daryl, I
fight
told you couldn't
this
beat him once he was
gargantuan
oiled up.
snake
I told you couldn't beat him
and
once he
take
was oiled
pictures
up.
of it and send it
He's
to
damn
us
near
again,
invincible once he's oiled up.
we
Oh,
would
you're going at it.
really
Yo,
appreciate it. Thanks.
Y'all need to calm
With
down.
lots of love, the Crow Brothers.